Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Don Mosher, corporate consultant for Cypress Development. Welcome back to the show, Don.
My pleasure, Jim.
Don, you've received some very positive news. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, we've been working to publish a preliminary feasibility study on the Clayton Valley claystone deposit that we have. And we supplied NORAM Engineering in Vancouver with some solution that was produced from our claystones. And what they have done is now processed it to demonstrate that we can produce a commercial quality lithium carbonate hydroxide product that then goes for sale to the battery companies or whoever is going to buy it as an end user, for example. And what's really important about this is there is no commercial production of lithium from any claystone deposit in the world. There is a project a little north of us that's owned by Lithium Americas, and they're working towards feasibility on their stuff right now. So with the results that we've got this morning, we can confidently say that we now have a project that can produce commercial-grade lithium. We can start to look at moving forward to our feasibility study and building the plant. And I think this now puts the company into play with the big lithium producers in the world.
Where is this action taking place?
So we have a project in Nevada in the U.S., in Clayton Valley. The U.S. really has no lithium production at all to speak of. There is a small facility next door to us in Clayton Valley called Silver Peaks that's owned by Albemarle. So I would naturally assume they would have a very strong interest in what we're doing down there. And I think it makes this project incredibly valuable, being able to offer domestic supply of lithium to the U.S.
Where do you think this positive test result will lead to?
Well, as I said, it'll allow us to now complete our pre-feasibility, publish that, then every producer of lithium in the world can take a look at it and start to make up their own mind if they want to take a run at Cypress. Like, Cypress is not going to be a company that ultimately goes out and raises $650 million and puts us into production. I think it's going to be a bigger player that comes in, ultimately takes the project off of Cypress's hands and does that construction work on it. But this tends to be the sweet spot to make money. It's been a credibility issue from day one. It's not that we don't have a massive quantity of claystone. The question has been, can anybody commercially produce lithium out of the claystones? This is very powerful evidence that yes, we can. And with the pre-feasibility, you'll have all the construction data in there as to where the plant's going to go, where the pit is, where the tailings are, what it's going to cost, how much acid consumption there's going to be, and the flow sheet from where you dig up the clay all the way through leaching it to finally producing this product that we have demonstrated with the news release today.
How important is it that this is happening in a very steady, solid geopolitical place, considering that even in Canada now we've had 3 weeks of blockades blocking our natural resources from getting around?
If I was an American company looking at electric vehicles or battery production, I would be absolutely ecstatic to find something in the United States with this kind of potential mine life at commercially viable prices. A brand new way of producing lithium that's never been done before. Not a spodumene and not a brine with evaporation ponds like in Chile and Argentina and the Atacama Desert, or the big spodumines in Australia. You actually have a large claystone deposit located as a domestic supply for the U.S. I think it's incredibly exciting.
Is it also helpful Tesla's building that super battery plant that'll need lots of lithium?
There's a number of plants now on the drawing board. There's a $2.5 billion battery plant going into Ohio. You've got Tesla expanding with, I think Panasonic produces the Tesla batteries for the cars being built in Nevada. And I'm sure there's some others on the drawing board that I'm not aware of out there. So here's a supply, a secure supply for these guys to take a good look at. I think the play from here on out gets really exciting. It's been a credibility issue up till now, but with this data, because anybody can reproduce this data, it's scientific method. It becomes very exciting. I'm absolutely thrilled.
What kind of feedback have you heard from other sources about this so far?
You know, quite honestly, I've been so busy this morning, I really haven't had a chance to talk to a lot of people about this particular news release that's come out. I'm just giving you my own personal feelings on it. And I think right now the market's just scared. Like, you know, when you see the kind of correction we've seen in the Dow today, it's hard to get people to actually look at anything other than selling stock out there. So let us, you know, get this news out there, get it digested, and I'll start talking to people and try and get their attention on it right now. Everybody's attention today is focused on the big boards and what they're going to be doing and how widespread the coronavirus gets globally, I guess is the best way to put it. Nobody really cares about a mining deal today. But for me, looking forward, I am just absolutely ecstatic with what we've got here.
Don, can you give us a bit of background about Cypress Development and where people can get more information about it?
We trade on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the symbol CYP. We trade down on the OTC board in the U.S. under CYDVF. And there is a Frankfurt listing, which is C1Z1. All our information is available online under CypressDevelopmentCorp.com. And I'm easy enough to find, or, you know, it's easy enough to get hold of somebody within the company if you go into the contact page.
Don, thank you so much for the update.
Thank you, Jim. Have a good one.
My guest has been Don Mosher, corporate consultant for Cypress Development. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on February 27th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.